Hello and welcome to another set of turns of Dominions 5. We are playing today as Pangea in our Disciples game. And we are jumping in on turn 25. We have launched the assault on Xibalba. And our teammate has launched his assault as well. Just the one though. Looks like Statist was not quite in position. We also found an Earthblood Seepage. Okay, let's look at some battles. So we've got a nice stack of Centaur going up against PD. And we're doing Iron Skin and Temper Flash. We're just trying to keep our guy alive for now. Not much else we can do with Earth 1. And the Centaur are more than capable of winning fights. All on their lonesome. Here we have a bigger group. Amusingly enough, I think one of these... This is a sacred thingy, right? Yeah. We've got some White Centaur here. Not that it really matters. Moss Body Protection going out. Obviously don't hit too many of them. But, you know, no losses, no losses. Ubar attacks Micklin with a pretty large stack. And this is where Micklin was doing, we thought, some blood hunting. But I think actually it's not blood hunting. I think it is, they were recruiting these slaves for future blood hunting. But we got fire arrows coming out. Kind of unfortunately not the best gem usage in some ways. The small elementals. Yeah, these guys are going to get absolutely crushed. I don't know if this guy's a thug. No, he's in the back line. This guy's got a horror helmet and a black steel plate. A little bit of gear there. So, an easy win. Nobody dies. Unsurprising, they were just slaves. We take another fight. We've got a great big stack here. Wooden warriors coming out. Blessings. And there's nothing here. We can try and grab a look, though. Once we do have... Let's see if we can get somebody who definitely has wooden warriors up. I can't tell. We can get some high protection. So wooden warriors is 10. There we go. Natural protection 10, and then they've also got armor. So final protection 15. It's not terrible. They've got some decent health. That was this one. We've got another battle of Ubar. There's a nice little raiding party with some birds and archers. So it could be a little dangerous. Heavy infantry. Could do a good job. There's only 3 of them, though, so there goes one camel and one heavy infantry. There goes another camel, but they do get the route. So they take that victory. I think that's the first unit that's been lost. Yeah, three camel riders. It's funny. Here we are attacking into PD again. Obviously a victory. Here we get a winds cast. Now, I have done these before, but I personally think that they tend to not be super effective. They're just mostly going to get murdered here. I call the winds cast. Yeah. Call the winds does not work. We attack Sar. This is their fortress. And this is one of our smaller raiding parties. You can see we do have an issue where when you get hit early, right, you can berserk and run in before everybody else. But mostly we're going to go ahead and just chop right through without issue. Did we lose anybody? We did lose one Centaur. We get Ubar attacking Micklin with another raiding party, certain to be successful. And Sorrow attacks Ubar in that same province. They just moved in. And they've got Oreopada here and a Witch King. And they were not anticipating this fight. A lot of Raised Dead coming out. Using all those fresh Micklin corpses. Are we charging in? Yeah, there we go. So this is the dangerous part, right? This dude is sort of all by himself against a lot of Oreopada. Now, they are not blessed, and they don't have their tattoos active. He, was evidently not planning on us fighting and didn't have this guy scripted. Or I don't even think this guy's not a priest, so he definitely can't do the blessing part. I don't remember. And I think you may need to be water to have access to the tattoos. But he is going to make a lot of skeletons. So that's pretty dangerous. We do mostly chop through these Oreopata, though. But we do end up retreating. So that's a loss. We kill 4 Oreopata and lose 4 Jinn. The Jinn costs 50 gold. The Oreopata costs 45, so it's about the same loss. Now, we probably lost somebody in the retreat, too, but about the same loss in gold. Now, the benefit is that, those are cap only. The Oreopata are cap only. I don't remember if Jinn are cap only. Let's see. They definitely, even if they are cap only, which they might be, they are cap only, but they're not sacred. So we can recruit as many as we have stuff for. But in any event, we thought that trade was probably fine. The Oreopata are the strongest thing against us, so we're happy enough to get some of them off the table. Gems, province income, and an assassination attempt. We are dead to our harpy. Another harpy is killed as well. So, where does this put us? So we hit a whole bunch of these provinces. And what we're looking to do from here is attack the capital. And what we're trying to do is strike the capital potentially before they're entirely ready for it. And to turn off their production of Anarchy and Sacreds, etc. And then what we're going to look to do is, I think this is a classic Pan strat, we're going to look to attack the capital, right? Take out the PD. And then attack outwards from the capital and just leave behind all the Dryads, because Dryads do not have scale walls, so I think they can't assassinate if you're sieging. But what instead we can do, right, is leave all the Dryads there. Xibalba does something to break out. We hit a bunch of their other tiles while they are breaking out, and then the Dryads are able to do a bunch of assassinations while we come back in and sort of disrupt them that way. So that's the idea. We're bringing just about everybody, even the people who can't make it. Some of them are moving next to it. We can see we did manage to capture a number of gems here. It's just the 1 gem, but also a library for sages. That's a pretty nice research unit. Much better than we have access to. Other than that, no other gems found. So we're going to hit here, and then hit the capital with most of what we got. So we're going to try and deal a lot of damage to Xibalba's economy and their morale. And again, even if they send all their the most likely event, if they send all these Xibalban warriors, is that Xibalban warriors fly in. Xibalban warriors die en masse, killing a very small number, if any, centaur. And then Xibalban warriors rout, and they have such a large percentage of HP of the army that they rout the whole army with them. So, I feel like we're in good shape. The biggest thing that could happen to us is if they've got, they could have tons and tons of blood for, imps. They could have lots of... If they have, Enchantment 5 and Construction 4 for, lifelong protections and Skelly spam, that might overwhelm us. Maybe. But I like our spot here. I don't know exactly how strong of a player Mictlan is. Not Mictlan, Xibalba. So, we'll see. We're not going to stay here on top of this fort. We're just giving them a little bit of a check for Sara to maybe decide that they need to do something about their own lands. So yeah, we're good success here so far. Satis was not in position, so has not attacked yet. I think they're looking to attack here though. And then Ubar is able to do... So here's the other thing, which we're going to have to watch out for, is that Ubar's assassinations we can see only if we look on the map. They will not show up for us in the battle report. But Ubar made progress here. Here. Is it really only those two? What happened here? Oh, this is birds. Yeah, birds don't work. This is where he got taken out, I guess, after the fact. Did he? I thought he had more wins than that. He won 1, 2. I guess then was defeated. And okay, yeah. So I guess he gets this one, which is deep rating. But I think that these dudes are tax collectors. These Ubarans. They are. Also, there's a chance to see, these are not Mictlan scales. These are the horrendous scales of Agartha. So, death, terrible, terrible Hellbless indeed. Terrible scales. So we are going to manage to get this 38 gold, though. And he makes progress here. I don't think he did any assassinations this turn yet, but I think they're coming. So a little bit of progress made, sort of moving up and getting ready to attack in. And then, yeah, Satis as well. Should be getting ready. We should hopefully be receiving an item from Satis next turn so that we can put up Mother Oak. For now, we're just going to keep recruiting as many troops and dryads as we have access to. Just not a lot. We're just really poor. I mean, we're over half of our income is currently being used up in in upkeep. So we need new lands to really supplement that. But yeah, so that's this turn. Let's go ahead and jump into turn 26. We can see us fight on the capital. We'll see if Xibalba comes out to defend it or not. 26. Okay, we get some major gems from Ubar to help with our cast. We finished construction, conjuration. Vampire Queen claims the Golden Throne. This is the throne that Sorrow has that big army on top of. We found an enchanted windmill. And then we've got some battles. Ubar attacks Mictlan. Nothing here. Here, Ubar attacks Mictlan and wins. I forgot to put PD here. This is conquered by Sarmatia, I believe. We get attacked back here by Zib. A bunch of bats. We have minor PD. So this the bats can certainly beat. Although they may take some losses. But they will enough bats here to kill our PD. We did kill 9 of them. We go ahead and attack here. This again is pretty much just PD, I think. So we win that one, I'm sure. Yep. Let's see. Ubar attacks and defeats nothing from Mictlan. This one's... So then Sorrow attacks. And it's gonna... Yeah, we've got these guys. But so many soulless. So many soulless. We do jump in here, but the endless waves of undead I think are going to prove to be too much for our noble Jin heroes who rout. That's okay. Mictlan attacks Ubar and wins. This is a bit of a larger fight. He's attacking with kind of all garbage, though. Just a great big ball of garbage. I think this is like a lot of PD. I don't believe Ubar was busy recruiting militia. But you never know, I guess. He also has these Brazen Guard. Who are pretty good. I know Ubar loves the Brazen Guard. And I think that they're definitely quality units. The militia route because they're militia, and the Brazen Guard route because the militia made them route. He did have these militia. I think these were I think this is the mercenary band of militia, is what it is. But I think these militia got this army killed. to be honest. I forgot to put PD in another one. Ubar went after Mictlan, but lost. This looks like there's nothing here. Birds die. Yeah, that's what birds do. We chop them all up in the front. I assume this guy's going to get killed. Oh, he just routes. That's what happens. Okay. Satis takes a win off Sorrow, fighting nothing. We can see that. We'll check this one out just because the Sorrow Lich is in it. He's got some air gems and a robe of missile protection and ranger boots. And he's got a great big horde of barbarians and horse archers. Here, Satis attacks Sorrow with 143 archers. He makes a lot of these archers. I don't, yeah. You know, I guess it worked this time. Here we go. This is a big fight. We've got an Ifrit Sultan and a bunch of our Jin warriors and some of these desert warriors against a colossal number of troops coming out of Mictlan, including a lot of sacreds. We've got Jaguar warriors, attack skill, strength, mountain survival, so they're very killy. And these eagle warriors as well. Lots of blood slaves. We got a huge number of imps coming out, and those imps all just got buffed, I believe. Yeah. There's a lot of sacreds and a lot of imps. I think they just had it cast on them again. I guess to pick up all the ones that didn't get it the first time. But yeah, we're gonna not be victorious here. Now, the question is, what did it cost them? We lost 14 Jin Warrior and 40 Ubar and Desert Warriors. The Jin Warriors are each 50. That's 700 gold. These guys are each 7, so that's not very much. We killed 22 Eagle Warriors and 2 Jaguar Warriors. So 22 Sacreds. This is not and a lot of Blood Slaves, right? I don't know exactly how many Blood Slaves they went through. I guess we could find out. But it was a lot of imps. Personal luck, summon imps. I mean, they pretty much used up all the imps they had, it looks like, or all the blood slaves they had. So yeah, I mean that's a lot of blood slaves for this point in the game, anyway. We take a battle here against just PD, which we win without issue. We lose something I forgot to put PD in. And then here's the big fight for us, at least. The battle on Xibalba. The real risk here is that we're in a freaking cave. So that is going to hurt our ability to fight quite a bit. But yeah, here come the bats. Right? They don't really accomplish anything. And they get absolutely run over. And they die. Now, those are obviously just the PD bats. But that's okay. Another battle, Ubar attacks Sorrow and wins. Ubar attacks Mictlan and wins. We got some good omens. Independence attacks Satis. They have an adventurer event. My Black Harpy gets found out. But I think this is the army that... yeah, it is. That they just fought. That Ubar just fought. And we're severely damaging Xibalba. So, on our front, we lost this province. We lost this province to Sorrow. We lost this province to Sorrow as well. And Sorrow took back there. I guess we didn't leave any PD in Akrajab because it has an enemy fortress on it. We are going to fight. We're going to send a patrol out here to try and catch this group. We're going to do the same here. In case they move to either of these, we're going to try and catch this raiding party. We're going to take this out with some capital units. We're going to keep raiding. They've got these exposed temples. So we're going to try and raid another 5 Xibalban provinces. And like I said, we're going to move off of the capital here and leave behind all of these Dryads with some major gems, they're going to do swarm assassinations. The other benefit of doing this way is that in the event that we do win, we're limiting what others can take off of Xibalba, right? Like if we just killed them out right here, then you might get Agartha picking up a lot of this stuff and Femoria. But if we take it, then they'd have to fight us for it. We also, I guess, got a Dominion change event over here. But that's what we're going to try and do. In terms of, again, our battle tactics for what we're fighting with are just Wooden Warriors, Iron Skin, Temper Flesh, and then Strength of Giants when we need it. We do need gems, obviously, for that to work. We want to try and fight not on the capital when possible, just because it is in a cave. Although I think we could still win in the cave, but ideally we would fight them somewhere out and about. I don't remember who's moving south. It's a smaller group, I guess. They're hiding. It's a little raiding party going south. I know the larger group is going over this way. So, yeah, so the war rages on. We're making great progress into Xibalba here. We can see that we made progress last turn. We're down a little bit this turn, but the other two are up. And we're going to try and take, we're fighting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're trying to take 6 provinces next turn. We can't stop the flyers from flying over us. That's why we're just going to try and catch them out. They're, sort of like elves that way. And then Ubar's making pretty good progress. They're now let's see. We didn't necessarily watch all of these, right? Because they were easy wins, but we can see Ubar is now on top of 2 forts that belong to Mictlan. We also can see, let's see what Ubar is doing in terms of specials. He's got Shaitan with fire gems. He's going to do Lesser Fire Elemental. Oh. And again, in addition, right, we can see these ones that was a 3 gemmer. We can see these, but there's also what am I doing? Am I getting patrolled out? Yeah, I'm getting patrolled out. We don't know. We can't see how many he successfully spirits away. Is the other bit. You can also see we started renaming them. We have Tim, the Ifrit Sultan. If we look again in here, I think these guys mostly get fun names now. Dave Jr. Oh yeah, Dave. Can't remember the story about Dave, but Dave was the original who got renamed for some reason. Marty. But anyway, where he's starting to do these assassinations as well. So that's helpful. He can scale walls where he needs to, I believe, whereas we can't. So we sort of have to use some more trickery to make these work. Also, things are spicing up a little bit. You can see Yomi is attacking Marverni and has taken this throne from them, which is big. I believe the rest of the world is currently fighting. I think it's basically Agartha versus everyone except us and Team Blood because we're fighting them. So we're currently rooting for Agartha to hold out, to lose slowly, basically. Hold out as long as they can, but lose slow, just to keep everybody distracted in a giant war of attrition that leaves us ahead with nobody else able to catch us as we hopefully eat 3 full players worth of territory. So that's the idea. That's what we're hoping for. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and keep on plucking away. We're on basic pan strat, Wooden Warriors, and Swarm Assassinations, and then other little moss bodies and regenerations where we have access to them. But mostly we're trying to win this on Wooden Warriors and Centaurs. So yeah, that is turn 26. War is spicy. Thanks everybody for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a nice day.